Chapter 6. Secrets Beneath the Surface. Washington, D.C., the Ellipse Park. Emily Morgan stood beneath a sycamore tree, her fingers wrapped tightly around the straps of her beige handbag, her sunglasses hiding eyes that darted nervously. She had slipped away from the White House under the guise of an early morning run, wearing sweats and a hoodie, clothes no one would associate with the first daughter. She wasn't supposed to be here, but Nathan was. Ever since their accidental meeting days earlier, something inside her had changed. The air inside the White House felt staler. The words of her advisors colder. The eyes of her father's aides sharper. She hadn't been sleeping well. Her thoughts always returned to that bench in the rose garden, and the man who had looked at her like she was human. Then yesterday, tucked inside a delivery from her favorite Georgetown cafe, came a napkin, folded once with a single line of handwriting. "Meet me where the dogs roam free, noon." She knew the place immediately. The Ellipse. It was where tourists brought their golden retrievers and pit bulls to stretch their legs. The last place Secret Service would expect her to go without clearance. Now she waited. "Emily?" The voice came from behind her, low and unsure. She turned. Nathan stood with a brown backpack slung over one shoulder, his flannel shirt hanging open to reveal a white undershirt stained slightly with coffee. His hair was windblown, his beard freshly trimmed. His eyes, those impossibly warm, storm-gray eyes, met hers without flinching. "You came," she said, her voice quiet but steady. "So did you." He grinned. "I was 60% sure you'd ghost me." She smiled back, the corners of her mouth lifting before she could stop them. "And what were the other 40%? Figured you might send a drone instead." They sat on the grass, not daring to touch but somehow orbiting the same invisible center. For a while, neither spoke. They just watched a toddler chase a balloon while a golden retriever barked happily nearby. "You look different," he said finally. "Lighter, maybe." She nodded. "I feel different. It's like being around you makes me forget how many cameras are pointed at my life." Nathan chuckled softly. "That's the benefit of being invisible. No one expects anything from you, and when they do, it usually ain't good." They exchanged stories, filtered ones, cautious at first. She told him about the pressure of interviews, the way every dress she wore was dissected online. He told her about his time working construction in Baltimore, about the injury that led to his spiral, and about the night he stopped drinking cold turkey under a freeway bridge. "I wasn't always on the streets," he added, voice low. "I had a life once, plans, college, a girlfriend who loved me. Then one bad fall at a work site and no insurance. It all crumbled." "I'm sorry," Emily whispered. "You didn't break me," he said. "Life did. But I'm still here." She stared at him, something raw blooming in her chest. "You're more here than most people I know." Their eyes locked. This time, there was no awkwardness, no shame. Just two people from different worlds, finding shelter in each other's company. But their moment didn't last. From across the park, a man in a dark suit spoke into his sleeve and began approaching. Then another. Two more followed, scanning the area with earpieces and sharp eyes. Emily stood, panic flashing in her chest. "They found me." Nathan's expression darkened. "Go, I'll disappear." "No," she said, grabbing his wrist before she could think. "Come with me, I'll explain." He shook his head. "Emily, they'll destroy me. One background check and I'm done. You know that." The agents were 50 feet away. "Nathan, please." He took a step back. "You need to go. You can't protect me from what's coming." And just like that, he turned and ran. Emily didn't move. Couldn't. Her heart was pounding in her throat as the agents surrounded her, asking questions she didn't hear. All she could see was his retreating figure slipping through the trees, fading into shadow. One of the agents touched her elbow. "Ma'am, are you all right?" She nodded mechanically, but inside everything was screaming. As they escorted her back to the black SUV, she knew what was coming next. Questions, media storm, tightened surveillance. But none of that scared her as much as one thought. What if I never see him again? Back at the White House, she sat in front of her mirror, staring at her own reflection. Then she opened the drawer, pulled out the napkin he had written on, and scribbled a note beneath his line. "Then I'll find you." She folded it twice, slid it into the lining of her purse, and whispered to her reflection, "I'm not giving up." End of chapter 6.
If this video sparked your interest, taught you something new, or simply made your day better, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you never want to miss out on content like this, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Your support helps us grow and keeps the content coming.